Let's start with your reading, Taurus. Today, we are going to look into your recent past, current energies, and near future, and then we will immediately clarify in order to find out more details about the messages. This reading is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. Make sure to check out the readings for all of your signs in order to get a better understanding of your situation. All right, I think we're ready. Let's begin with your reading. All right. Okay. The main energy for the reading today is justice. You might be feeling a need to realign with yourself, Taurus, reassessing a situation and then decide what to do next. You might have experienced something that tipped the scale, and right now you're trying to bring balance back in your life, back in your vision, so that you don't lose sight of what it is that you're looking for. There might be an overall shift that I see here, internal or external, in which you'll be able to focus more on the long-term view instead of always worrying about the short term instead. All right, let's see what this is about. In the recent past, Seven of Pentacles and the Tower, it's clear with the Tower that we're looking at the event or situation that tipped the scale for you. But we do see this energy coming in very slowly for some reason. Potentially this was something in the past that you tried to postpone or even justify at times, giving second chances, even when you should have not given those chances. Right here, we see that you kept investing in this, working for this, but the Tower comes in when you cannot do that anymore. It's an energy that is forced on you so that you can understand what you have to let go and move on. This forced you to rethink everything and to reprioritize your whole life. We'll see what this was about. In the current energies, a message and insecurities. Page of Swords and Eight of Swords. Did I say Page of Swords? Page of Wands and Eight of Swords. What we can see here is that something is about to come in, or perhaps it already has, and it's going to make you feel a little confused and overall doubtful. And you might be looking at this not knowing what to think about it, not knowing if you should build expectations around it or if you should just ignore it instead. We will see what this is as soon as we clarify, but I can tell you right away, Taurus, that it's normal for you to feel a little insecure after a Tower moment. Don't rush things up. Give yourself time to understand what this is about, because there's nothing wrong in taking your time and doing things right. Fear of missing out never did anyone any good. We'll see what this is, and we'll see what's making you feel this way. In the near future, Ace of Cups, Ten of Cups. There is a love offer of some sort here. Someone who is opening up to let you know that they are more than interested in you. And someone who wants to see you, who wants to spend time with you. This looks like a very romantic and fulfilling energy, but there is something to it that is currently hidden, and I want to dig deeper into it in order to see what it is. All right, let's start clarifying, and let's begin with your recent past. Three of Cups, Five of Wands, and Queen of Swords. Yeah, I can definitely tell that you've been in recovering mode for a while, whether you know it or not. You might be coming from a string of things that didn't evolve as you wanted them to. But this was the one that really tipped the scale, the one that created a breaking point. I get the feeling that you try to stick around and make it work because, I mean, we have the lovers here. You thought that this was the one, for you, and you didn't want to just give up on it overnight. You wanted to work for it, thinking perhaps that in the past, maybe you've given up too quickly and you wanted to do it differently this time. But what was going on in this specific situation? There was someone here who really did not understand you. Five of Wands. It's complicated. It was complicated to communicate and to just feel as though the two of you were on the same page. This is someone who didn't realize how amazing you are, Taurus. Someone who you might have had the same argument with over and over. And eventually you just stopped arguing, stopped explaining something you already explained before. And I see you started not reacting, Queen of Swords, and letting things unfold on their own. You gave up, Taurus. You really did. Until you woke up from that energy and told yourself, why am I putting myself in this position? Why do I do this to myself? And finally, you allowed yourself to experience that tower moment. You allowed that tower moment to happen. So let's see where you are today and let's clarify the current energies. Five of Swords, connecting to that Eight of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. Here you are, Taurus. Overall, I can tell that whether you are consciously aware of it or not, the previous situation was very, very impactful, and it impacted the way you see yourself as well, your self-image at a certain degree. And listen, there is nothing wrong in admitting that, Taurus. It's normal when someone who we care about walks away as if we were invisible, to feel at times as though maybe we were not enough. But that's not the case here at all. Other people's mistakes and shortcomings cannot dictate how worthy you are. Also, I see that someone is reaching out unexpectedly. They're moving slowly towards you, but they are going to send a message out of the blue, and you're going to look at it wondering, what the hell is this about? Is this really happening? Is this a joke? This is exactly what that page is bringing in that message. And it's really going to make you feel weird at first. It's definitely creating a bittersweet taste in your mouth because your ego might feel good about this, but it's also something that brings in insecurities, bad memories. Who is this person? We'll have to dig deeper into the situation to see who this is. But I want to tell you one thing right away. Make sure to take your time with this one, Taurus. Make sure to be in your element and make sure to not rush into anything because there is a potential of regretting the way you might handle this situation. Make them work extra hard for this. Make them come to you multiple times. You deserve someone who goes out of their way for you. Don't feel that fear of not being good enough. Therefore, you should rush into this and take what you can take what you can get before you lose it. Don't do this. Remember that self-confidence is built by keeping promises to yourself. And it's very important for you to let them see that you're not here always available to them whenever they want you to be, okay? Now, let's see what we have in the near future. It's not easy, especially when you like someone and finally there is communication, there is movement. But it's more important for you to put yourself at the top of your priority list. There is nothing or no one that should ever put you in a position where you have to love yourself less in order to love them. Never. So let's see what we have in the near future. Oh, okay. Look at that. Ace of Cups reverse, and this Fool keeps coming up. Now I see why I wasn't 100% excited about this Ace of Cups originally. Here's the thing. This might look like a potential new beginning in love, but it's a false start. There is something to it that talks mostly about karma and redemption. It feels as though you might want to set your overall expectations towards higher this time and let this person know that you're not just available whenever they need you to be. This is the time to really speak your mind and detach from something that keeps hurting your self-esteem, the hermit, so that you can finally grow out of this. You can heal with the Four of Swords and find something better for yourself. I can see this huge smile on your face, especially because you realize for the first time maybe that this doesn't have the same power on you that it used to have. I can tell that the other person is going to be shocked by this, shocked by you not being available and by you rejecting that Ace of Cups. What a moment for you, Taurus. And the most beautiful part is that you're finally getting rid of something that was not making you happy. And when you do that, you're also making room for something new, for something better. And that's exactly what I want to focus on now, Taurus. What is next for you now that you let go of something that was just not good enough for you? You thought at times that maybe you were not good enough for it, but it was the exact opposite. So let's see what comes in next. Now that you're acknowledging that you deserve much more, and now that you understand that this is not all you can afford, not even close. There is something beautiful on the horizon for you. I got that feeling, but let's see what the cards have to say about your next chapter ahead. There is a possibility for love, an offer of love, but by you rejecting it, you're actually manifesting something much, much better. So let's see what this is going to be. If you want to dive deeper into the messages, Taurus, just follow me in the extended reading link below in the description box. Also, don't forget that every single week, I randomly select viewers who have watched the extended video to offer them a 100% free personal live reading. I send out emails every Monday morning to confirm. Please make sure to check out your spam folder as well. Now, stay tuned for, oh my God, for the extended preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to your extended reading, Taurus. The bridging energy taking us from this current situation to the incoming events. The lovers, what were we just talking about right now? You are definitely in a situation where you're going to be offered something that will look nice, perhaps. It will look as something that you wanted, something that it's going to take you forward, but it's going to be imperative for you to reject that. Because just around the corner, there is something much better for you. The one that we've just seen, it was just a false start. Whereas instead here we see the real deal. We see exactly what you were looking for, what you were hoping this to be. And finally, we see something long lasting. Something that, as we were saying at the very beginning of the reading, it's not just going to be short term, adding worries and uncertainties in your life. This is certainties. This is making you feel good, making you feel as though you can build on top of this and you can really trust it and rely on it. How long has it been since you felt that way with someone? We see that you are at a brand new beginning. Look how beautiful this Fool card is. You are definitely in front of a dawn, new dawn. But it's going to be very important for you to understand that in order to get here, you have to do something. It's not going to come to you no matter what you do. It's very important for you here to understand how amazing you are, to understand that this is not all you can afford, and to allow the universe to really fulfill a wish and a vision that you've had for who knows how long. Taurus, this is the time. Don't miss out on it. So let's see then what is coming in. First of all, I want to look into, I already see it. I want to look into this Ace of Cups reverse because I believe that that is going to be the turning point in this situation. So let's see what's coming in and how you should handle it. There it goes. Oh my God. Yes. This is really telling us everything that you need to know. Now, what we see is that this person is going to offer